All right, welcome back to 6 Degrees Radio.
6 Degrees.
Oh, you okay there? It sounds like you lost it for a second there.
Yeah, I'm much better. Thank you. Whoever is doing the show next, don't use this mic. It's the blue mic.
Oh no, are you sick now?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, jeez, okay.
We got a special guest in the building. If you guys follow the 6 Degrees Instagram, which you better, you know who we got? We got Tyler Medeiros in the building. Am I saying that right?
Yes, actually you are.
Perfect. I practiced.
Perfect.
I practiced for so long in the mirror, and it worked out just
a lot of people, they try and overpronounce it.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to let it roll off the tongue and just, it just happens, you know, it's natural.
Medeiros. So listen, I got to start with, how annoying is it that every single interview you do, somebody brings up Danny and Sean? Because I'm going to bring them up.
It's not annoying at all, right? Because, I mean, that's my family, you know, and they're like my brothers to me,
right?
Truthfully. So, you know, it's the same thing as if you were to ask me about myself, you know what I mean? Like, I have no problem talking about them and, you know, just...
But isn't it, like, annoying? It feels like... I would think it would feel like because you got this connection with them, they're like, oh, that's why he got signed. That's why he's who he is. It's because of Danny and Sean. Let's go!
Well, I mean, it comes down to the person who you're talking to, pretty much, because if they're already going into the conversation thinking that, then they're not going to change their mind. You know what I mean? That's their opinion. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, he is where he is because of this. But the matter of the fact is, no one could work hard for you. Right. You know what I mean? So it's all up to you on the situations that you're in, on how you execute them and how you make the best of them. So, yes, I do owe a lot of it to them because I looked up to them and they were my biggest inspiration.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I do completely owe everything to them, but at the same time, like, I put in my own work and I do my own thing. So.
All right. Naturally, you guys kind of all have a different sound, I would say.
Yes.
Who's more talented? Who's the best of all three of you?
I think everyone has their thing that they're talented at.
That's a hell of a question.
No,
right
he's
there,
media trained.
I mean, it's not my first time I've been at it. Like you said, it's in the family.
Yeah.
But you know, everyone has their thing. But you know, Sean being like the legend, you know, like he was like the dude that inspired us all.
Kind of set it off.
You know, yeah, exactly. So he is just like, he's the man. He's like the sensei, you know. So we've all just like observed what he's done and his skills and his talents and use it in our own way. And
don't try to outshine the master, basically.
Well, no, it's never like that because, like I said, everyone's doing their own thing. We have different sounds.
Yeah.
So it's never like you're trying to outshine someone because, you know, if the love is genuine, then you're gonna be proud to see, you know, your own family, your own blood to succeed and do good.
So what are they actually up to now, Danny and Sean? Like, I mean, like, there was a minute where you really couldn't turn the radio on or anything like that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Let's go! You know what I mean?
It was crazy.
Like, what are they up to now? What happened to them?
Well, Danny's still making music.
Okay.
Sean is still making music as well, but he has a lot of other business ventures that he's on.
Okay.
You know, he's a smart guy, super intelligent, and, you know, he just wants to do a lot, and he wants to do a lot with kids and, like, give back to the younger generation. So that's what he's doing right now.
That's dope. I seen an interview where you said, you know, Danny was with his manager. He came by the workplace. They were playing the, what's the I Love You, or what's that song called again? The I Love You song?
Say I Love You?
Say I Love You, yes, with Lil Twist.
Featuring Lil Twist,
yeah. And apparently you did a flip. And that's kind of what set it off. He's very acrobatic. He did a flip, and then they seen him flip, and they're like, "Whoa, we gotta get." Is that really what kind of got it popping? A flip?
Wait, like an actual flip, or you mean like you flipped the track and did like a track called like "I Hate You"?
No, like an actual flip. Like,
okay, I got you.
No, you're talking about how I got like the attention from the U.S. label.
Yes.
Yeah, it was my manager at the time. He knows everybody, so he was actually with IMG, which is Flo's label.
Yeah.
And they were hanging out, whatever, and then he's like, "Oh, you gotta check out like this young artist that we have," and he played them this video, and It's not even necessarily a flip. I lay on the floor, right? And this was like a few years ago, so I was a lot lighter. Now to get someone to do it, like they gotta be like bodybuilders. So I lay on the floor, and my two dancers grab my legs, one on each side, and the momentum of them pulling me flips my body completely around.
Have you ever seen Rush Hour 2 with Jackie Chan?
Yes, it's kind of like
yes,
that.
in the fight scene where
when he grabs his legs and he
flip.
flips them back.
That's the
pretty
flip.
much.
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
So, I mean, elephant in the room, Flo Ridah, Get Low, and all that other stuff. I mean, you were signed, like you were on tour with Pitbull, you were on tour with Flo, you know, having sex with lots of fans. I mean, what happened?
You know.
With the sex. No, I'm joking. With Flo.
No, it's everything is a learning experience, you know, and I believe, you know, when you're ready for something, it will happen, and you know, it will only happen once you're fully ready, you know. So I feel like I still had a lot to learn, and there was still a lot that I was like learning about myself and experimenting with myself, finding my sound with what I wanted to do and everything. So I feel like it was an amazing time. Like, it's nothing but love for Flo and IMG and everyone and Freezy and everyone like that. But it was just the timing wasn't right. Okay. You know, like it was not that anything happened. There's no bad blood. There's no anything like that. It was just, you know, timing is everything.
Absolutely. You know? Stars got to align.
Exactly.
Were you writing your own music back then? Like,
yes, actually. I was in sessions every single day, recording, writing, and rehearsing, and like we were going off every day.
Because the reason I asked that question, like the music's really, which is fine, like, you know what I mean, really, really poppy, really, you know what I mean. It obviously you had a demographic you were appealing to. Yes. And I know personally artists that still do music like that to this day. But then when I hang out with them, they're super ignorant. Yeah. Like just they're like night and day. So I mean, I'm meeting you now for the first time. You seem like the music's pretty genuine, but I mean,
oh, it for sure is.
Was that all you? Like when you were doing that? Like were you like, you know, I kind of want to do something else. Why are they making me do this?
You know, at the beginning, like when Girlfriend and Say I Love You were out, it was like that was my type of music, but at the end of the day, you always, as an individual, have something that you want to do. You know, something that you believe in, and like the image that you want to push, right? So the music was 100% genuine. It was just they weren't really letting me like crank it up fully. You know what I mean? Like they were like, okay, relax. Like you got a lot of time. You know, take your time. And I was like, no, I'm ready to go. Like let's fire it up. Like, you know, so yeah, it was always genuine music, and even now, like this is the music I'm making now is like it's music from the heart, it's music from the soul, like it's things I've been through, it's things I feel, and it's just like it's 100% real and
it's authentic.
It's everything, the visuals and what you see on daily basis, like it is what it is. That's me, and it's either you take it or you leave it. You know. Yeah, I noticed. It is what it is.
Yeah, I noticed you do a lot of vlogging now as well too.
Yes.
So
I just picked that up recently. Yeah. I've been at it for under a year actually.
What is it? Is it your dog or is it your cat that's famous now? One of them is like rich or something like that.
It's my dog. My dog is actually rich. But if you actually watch the video, it's a play on the words rich, because a lot of people, when they think of it, you know, you think rich, you think, oh, how's this dog like balling? Got money, you know, like, but you know, it's not that at all. You know, the whole video I'm speaking about how
the dog's really tasty and it's got a lot of fat in it. So it's like rich and like
rich. He's actually a rescue dog from LA. So I pretty much talk about the whole video saying how, you know, you're rich with joy, you're rich with happiness, you're rich with life. You know, it's not about finances or financials. It's all about how you feel every day. Do you wake up every day and feel happy and joyful? Well, then you're rich. You know, you don't need to check your bank account and you have $1 million, because you could go home and still be depressed, and you know, it's all about how you feel.
Right.
And,
no. I got money isn't everything. Yeah. Absolutely.
You know,
money it will help.
So yes, my dog is rich. Yes.
So do you still have the Justin Bieber condoms?
You know what? I think I do.
Jesus.
I think I do because I love everything that my fans have given me, and I actually have boxes
of Justin Bieber condoms.
No, of everything that my fans have given me over the years, from teddy bears to posters to shirts to bracelets, necklaces,
awesome.
like cards, like anything, and the condoms, anything you could think of that they've given me, I have it and I've saved it, and it's put away because it means like so much to me, you know.
That's dope, man. Let's take a little bit of a break, get into some music. Slam's probably like, Chris, shut the hell up.
Well, I was just trying to figure out, like, do you want us to play another one of your tracks that you have over here?
You guys could play Girlfriend.
Okay.
You guys could play Girlfriend.
I was because like I know that like the new one's new and the other ones are a couple of years old. I wasn't sure if you wanted to play them or not.
You could play Girlfriend. Girlfriend's like what people know me for. I have actually a new single coming out. Should be in about a month or two.
Okay.
For the summer. It's gonna be coming out in the summer. It's called Lights Go, actually, and it's a huge vibe. So you guys will be getting that one.
Sounds dope.
Sounds good. Let's throw it into Girlfriend right now. Welcome back to 6 Degrees Radio.
6 Degrees Radio.
If you want to check out the show or check out what we've been playing, and a little bit more about like past shows and what tracks we've been whatever. I've just completely lost myself. But anyways, go to 6 Degrees Radio. That's number 6 Degrees Radio on Instagram, Twitter. And you'll find everything. You'll find all the tracks we've been playing and everything.
Absolutely. Don't forget to DM us, man. DM us your questions. DM us your requests for music. But again, we do reserve the right to say your music choice is shite. And we are quite open and fast on the trigger for that. But in the meantime, in between time, we still got Tyler.
Let's see, you got it the second time?
Of course I know. Tyler Medeiros, man. Come on.
There
man.
you
I
go.
got this on
Perfect.
Live. Let's jump right back into the interview, man. I'm curious because, I mean, when one goes on tour with Flo Ridah and Pitbull, Mr. MIA, no, that's Rick Ross, but you get it. You got it.
Yeah, same thing.
When one goes on tour with these two, you'd imagine there's a lot of debauchery, a lot of sexy times. So, like, how old were you around? You were like 16, man.
Yeah, I was 16, but I'm thinking about what you said, and it's actually very professional.
Okay.
It's like you would think, all these girls are coming backstage and this and that, but it wasn't that at all. It was very like team. Like once the show was done, like the team was together and like hyping each other up, like, yo, you did a great job, this and that, and like just vibing out, loving the energy together. It wasn't like that at all.
Wasn't that at all?
No, a lot of people think that. They think, these people are so hungry for women and this and that. It's not.
Well,
at
to
all.
be clear,
there is people.
Yeah, to be clear, I'm not suggesting that, that these guys are just on the hunt. I'm just suggesting that, you do a show.
Well, yeah, you want to have fun, live life.
Girls want to have fun with you.
Well, number one, you barely saw Pitbull.
Okay.
Pitbull, it was like right before his show, he would hit the stage and right back to his dressing room.
Gone.
I never saw him the whole tour. I saw him maybe once the whole tour, like off stage.
Oh, crap.
And so yeah, it's just not like, it's very professional and it's very on time. Like it was like you gotta move to the next show, you gotta hit the hotel. Like
so professional, punctual, got that. Talk to me about your most embarrassing moment while you were with the crew, on stage, behind the scenes, whatever.
See, I don't really have one because I don't get embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed easy.
Yeah.
But there is one time that I was performing, and it wasn't with them. It was just like a show in general.
Okay.
And it was actually in Mississauga.
Saga City, stand up.
Outside, and it was pouring rain.
Yeah.
And I went to run across the stage, and there was a little bit of water, and I didn't fall. I gotta make that clear.
Jerry Maguired it?
I did not fall, but I did a little like figure skating, like a little drop, like catch myself, But,
yeah.
And I was like, damn, like that could have been bad. So ever since that day, I was like, all right, let's make sure there's no water, or it always takes that one time to like almost catch you slipping, and you're like,
catch a viral moment.
Yeah, let's not let that happen.
What about the foxtail, bro?
See. I actually still have the red one.
Yeah. This guy's foxtails were like that big. Like foxtails legit.
Well, I mean, they were in at the time. And I mean, I always liked it.
You didn't have no drama with PETA?
Nah.
Peter wasn't on you?
No, not at the time. Not at the time.
All right.
Wait, what do you mean? Like you would just wear it around?
Yeah, it's like you know those chains that you hook up to your jeans, like for your wallet and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, but it's just a foxtail that hangs off.
But like you didn't have it like looking like
not behind.
Oh, okay.
Just on the side, like chilling,
This sounds like some weird fur stuff to me, man.
No.
Yo, you were quoted as saying, "I want a fan to fall down, not to hurt themselves, but just to see that reaction." Why did you say that?
I honestly don't think I said that.
You
Where'd
did
you
say
get
that
quote?
on Best Fan. On Best Fan, it was an interview.
We'll
slide it in. We'll slide it in the visuals. Yeah. Basically, what was
the context?
Yeah, the energy that I got was you wanted to see like, you know, a fan so hyped. The energy is like, you know, like a Michael Jackson moment. Like
like faint, like fall down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like almost how I ran and like slipped. Like
no,
I was like,
no,
that's brutal. Like, oh, I'm rude. Like,
yes, no, but like you wanted to see that.
Yeah, I mean, because like I think that like because I've always looked up to Michael Jackson, he was what really like started it all and you know made my focus music. It's to have that reaction, I think is just like it's such of like an honor, you know what I mean? Like that someone is like they can't control themselves, that they just shut down. They're like, oh, I'm done.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd want that too. I ain't gonna lie.
It's like how do I have this effect on that person? You know what I mean? Like, what do I mean to them that they're reacting that way?
Right.
You know, so
you'd like to have that impact on your
fans,
of course,
and you have to use it wisely because you have all these people that feel so attached to you and they're on your every word that you want to make sure that you're doing the right thing and saying the right thing because they're going to go and repeat it. Absolutely. You know what I mean? They're going to mirror what you're doing. So, I mean, I always try and do positive things and make a difference, but, you know, I'm not a saint.
Speaking of,
you know,
speaking of not being a saint, one of the people that you look up to, Chris Brown. And actually, at the time when you said that, Chris Brown was at a totally different space. Now we know he's somewhat of an animal. What are your thoughts on Breezy? Is he still someone that you kind of look up to?
Oh, of course. Musically, he is so talented and like he's untouchable. Like when you're talking about his talents and his music, like that's not even like a conversation. But as a person, and it's funny that you brought that up because I actually had this conversation about 2 weeks ago and someone asked me the same question.
Right.
They said, you know, they don't specifically like Chris Brown. What do you think of him?
Right.
And I said, well, I've never met Chris Brown, so I don't know him as a person, so I can't say whether he's a good dude or a bad dude.
Right, you can only go off.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I could give my perspective of situations that are going on, but as him as an individual, I can't judge him because I don't know him.
So you wouldn't cancel the music based on what you see in the media? If your fans,
I don't think the music has anything to do with it.
If your fans are DMing you, they're in your comments. This is old stuff. Chris Brown ain't like this anymore. But your fans, you know, DMing you, they're in your comments. Yo, how are you, Chris Brown fan? How are you? Cancel that guy.
I feel this is what I would say. I would say that people always feel that they're the ones that have to be someone's judge and be like, you know, you're a bad person. Like you deserve this. Like. No, there's people in the world that's their job. Let them do that.
Fair enough.
Right? So you are right. Like you have the right to your own opinion. Think what you want about anybody, about any situation. But to try and push what you believe on someone else, to try and convince someone else, that I believe is wrong. So I say it is what it is. The situation has to be dealt with 100%.
Right.
But musically, when you ask me about are you a fan of Chris Brown?
Well, the answer, of course, is undoubtedly
is yes. Like I love his music. When I'm at the gym, like I'm playing Chris Brown, like I'm hyped. Like I love Chris Brown.
So let's talk about your music before we get into the random 10. Which we'll get into. That's going to be an interesting one. But, you know, you touched on it a bit earlier. You said you got a lot of music coming and good vibes for this summer. So what about like bodies of work, like albums, EPs? Are you indie? Are you signed? Like people are listening. Tell your fans what they can expect. Tell your fans what's going on right now.
This is what it is. I'm independent right now, doing my own thing. I have another single coming out. I just dropped one in February called You and I, which they played. And Lights Go will be coming out. I'm of course, putting an EP together, but I'm in no rush for that. I want it to be done right, done perfect, done how I want to do it because it's been so long since I've done something like that. So I'm in no rush, and that's what's coming up. I have a lot of great things. I've been vlogging, like you said. Yep. I've been doing that, growing my audience on a daily basis because, you know, people, they want to connect with you. They want to see who you are every day.
100%.
You know, so
100%.
I found that it was a great outlet for me to reach my fans and really show them my journey, you know, because it's been a long one. So
and speaking to fans, I mean, even right now, as you know, this is happening live and it's gonna be posted online later, you're going to gain some new ones. Where could they contact you on your social media?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at the real Tyler Medeiros, and my Twitter is Tyler Medeiros, and the last name is Medeiros, in case you didn't know. And you could also subscribe to me on YouTube, Tyler Medeiros TV. I upload every Friday at least, and I do a lot more during the week when I can. So you guys can subscribe and check that out. I do a lot of cool videos, a lot of new things. I always keep it fresh, so people entertained. So
absolutely. So I want to get into the random 10. Slam, do you want to jump into some music or jump right into the 10?
Yeah, I'll play a track, and then we'll do it when we come back from the commercials.
All right, dope. Keep it locked.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to 6 Degrees Radio.
6 Degrees Radio, and we still got Tyler Medeiros in the building.
Yes.
Listen, he has you know, graced us with his appearance, and he said that he will be answering every question in the random 10. Every single one. He didn't say that. I'm just saying that.
Even if it's with a pass.
Even if it's with a pass. Random 10, in case you guys are new to this, it's literally just as it sounds. It is 10 random questions. I'm not looking for your life story. I'm not interested. If I want to know about you, I'll read your bio. But it's just that 10 questions. Answer the questions. We keep it moving. We're going to keep DJ Slam involved as per usual. And let's jump right into it. So this is the random 10 with Tyler Medeiros. Question number unos. That's not even a language.
It's all right.
Have you ever hit a girl in the face
Never.
while playing dodgeball?
Yeah, probably.
You switched that one up right at the end. I was like, God damn it, Chris. What the hell questions are these?
So this interview's over.
Slam, how about you?
Maybe like the last time I played dodgeball was like 20 years ago. I don't remember.
Like you must have. Like that's what everyone aims for, right? Like you must.
I'll take that as a yes. What was your worst Christmas gift ever, and from who?
Wow, that's a good question. Honestly,
ungrateful.
None. That's exactly why, because I'm so grateful for everything. Like I've honestly never received a bad gift.
Okay, Slam.
I'm gonna pass on that one.
Don't want to put no one on blast.
Sorry, Mom.
All right, keep it moving. Who is the hottest female cartoon character?
Oh wow. Let's go with the girl from Incredibles, the mom.
The mom? Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Slam.
What's her name? Jessica Rabbit?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Roger
a good one.
Rabbit's wife.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
What is the most disturbing thing you've ever seen in a porno?
Chris, come on.
What? It's a question.
Pass.
Slam.
Pass.
Oh, come on. You guys are fun. All right. What is the most offensive thing that someone has ever said to your face?
I mean, is this something that we can be careful about what we can say on the radio?
Of course, naturally.
Yeah.
Edit yourself, please. You've met a lot of people in your time.
Yeah, and a lot of people have some big guts, I would say.
Sounds like it's gonna be juicy. He's gonna hit us with a hard pass.
Nah, you know, what was the question again?
What was the most offensive thing
that
someone has ever said to your face?
Well, it wasn't really to my face, but it was like to my back, and I heard it.
Okay,
and
okay.
I turned around and confronted the kid, and I was like, that's not proper. You know what I mean? Like, learn some respect.
What did they say?
They called me the F word, but the gay F word. I don't want to say it to offend people, but
absolutely.
You know, so I was just in the mall, and I was actually leaving the mall, and the kid is like, oh, you're a so-and-so, or like, oh, he's a so-and-so. And I just happened to catch it. So I was like, really? Like, come on. Like, I'm about to leave. Like, you think I'm not going to, like, hear you?
Right.
So I'm like, all right, let me go back in and, like, confront him. So I went back in. I'm like, what'd you say? And he's like, oh, like, nothing. I'm like, I heard what you said. Like, learn some respect, you know? Like, wow. And he didn't say anything.
That's pretty rude, man. That is pretty offensive.
Yeah.
I mean, like, and, like, it's not even, like, I knew this kid from anywhere. Like, it was just, he knew who I was. I walked past him. He was with some girls. Yeah. And he just thought it was cool to say that.
Well, because the girls was probably jocking.
You know? So I was like, okay, like, you think that's cool? Yeah. Let me show you what cool really is. You know, I'm going to put you in your place.
So you really are that pop star that's really kind of arrogant at the same time.
See,
confident.
Okay. Confident.
All right. Okay.
I stand my ground.
All right. Well, yeah.
I stand my ground.
And we're getting into context. Slam. Most offensive thing. Nothing. Slam's like 8 feet tall.
No, the guy didn't say anything. But it was back when I was like hustling CDs, like my first CDs, and I handed him a CD and he just took it out of the pack and like frisbeed it. Ooh. So I just decked him.
Nice. Nice. That's it.
So nothing was said. Just decked to do.
Definitely not after that. Listen, Tyler, if you were going to start a gangster rap group, what would the name of that group be? Gangster.
Gangster rap group. Maybe the West Side Hustlers?
The West Side Hustlers? I'd sign up. Slam.
I think I already told you, like, the original group we were going to start was called Hoodie Syndicate.
Hoodie Syndicate. That's actually a pretty dope name.
That's a dope name.
Yeah.
Would you stir Whoopi Goldberg's peanut butter for 50 grand?
What do you mean?
Don't no.
Dance the chocolate cha-cha.
If we're
play
opening,
the rusty trombone.
If we're opening a fresh thing of peanut butter and you gotta get like the liquid stirred in and stuff, then sure, I'll help her out.
I'm talking about going
in
to
other
fifth base.
situations, no.
Slam?
No.
Yeah, he just gave the same answer I was gonna give too.
Were you initiated when you were in high school?
I was homeschooled for high school.
So you know initiated.
So my big bro initiated me.
So you did get initiated.
Yeah.
Slam, obviously not.
No.
Okay, 2 more to go. Do you think there are racist cops in Toronto?
Yes.
Slam.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least, what's the name of the radio station you're on right now, or the show?
6 Degrees Radio.
Okay. I know I'm going to catch somebody one day with that. I know I am.
No, you know what? You will, man. You will.
Yeah.
And I am going to laugh.
Because even if they know what it is, they'll be caught off guard that you're asking them, that they'll be like, oh, wait, like, am I supposed to say something else? Like, you will. You'll catch someone.
You know what had happened on one of the first shows, too? Someone was like, what station? And they were like, CHUO, and we're like, no.
Yo, if anybody does that, that is the first thing that's going on my Instagram. I promise you. But yo, man, thank you, Tyler, for coming through, man. It was a blessing, man. Seriously.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Take us out of here, bro.
All right, well, I want to say thank you to 6 Degrees Radio for having me. I want to send a big shout out to all the fans for all the love and support. Follow me on Instagram, The Real Tyler Medeiros, Twitter, Tyler Medeiros, and you can subscribe to me on YouTube, Tyler Medeiros TV. So that's it. I want to say thank you guys to 6 Degrees for having me, all the love and support, and I appreciate it, and we're out of here.
Absolutely, man. It was a blessing. Thank you.